Hey guys, what is up? Stick Boy here, back again one more time with Fruits Basket 2019. That's right, we are going to catch up. Finally, there are 2 remaining episodes in Season 2, and that will bring us up to date. That is going to be episodes 24 and 25, aka the season finale. Link to that reaction, of course, is going to be down in the description, so if you want to head there, you can head there now, or you can listen to me talk about episodes 22 and 23, which I will try to make brief. But we did find out a couple of interesting things in 22 and 23, and I know some of you probably are not happy with me for being disappointed about having to watch the play and everything. That attitude, I think you could probably tell getting into it that attitude went away. It kind of grew on me, and we did find out some interesting things over the course of that play. That play in and of itself was just completely meta, like to the show, to like the characters, which was really funny. It was really amusing. Yuki's entrance as the fairy godmother was hilarious. And Yuki, of course, chose that role because it was an easy role, rather than the prince, which actually, when I think about it, the prince's role didn't seem like it was all that more complicated. But one of the interesting things that we found out was that we already knew that Kyo had major feelings for Toru, but Toru inadvertently revealed that she has feelings for Kyo as well, which didn't come as a total surprise to me, but I'm certain that it's the first time that it was really revealed, thrown in your face in the actual show. So that was an interesting development. Uotani obviously went crazy there in the middle with kind of sort of confessing how she felt about Kurano, although never mentioning him by name, but obviously Toru and Momiji are perceptive enough to pick up on the situation, having had the conversation before at the Soma estate. And then Yuki. Getting back to Yuki, we found out before the play, back at the beginning of, I think 22, I think it was right at the very beginning, that his feelings for Toru are different than what Kyo's are, seeing as how he really sees her not as a love interest as much as a nurturing figure or a mother figure, which seems kind of weird, maybe, to a lot of people. But when you think about it, you look at Yuki's childhood, and he's not that old. What is he, 16? So he's not very old at all. And his childhood was so kept from him. He was so deprived of everything growing up that he really didn't emotionally develop. He didn't have a chance to. So he still needs to do that before he can have romantic feelings. That comes later, and I can kind of understand that. I won't go into that too much, but suffice it to say that actually makes sense to me. It makes a lot more sense to me than it probably makes to a lot of people, but it is a thing. So I get it. And, there's no way that Kakeru was going to know. He was going to understand that, because he doesn't know what Yuki's been through. He doesn't even know about the Somas, really. So, you can't really fault him for being kind of clueless there. But props to him for, saying, for being cool about it. And kind of taking it in stride. And that's probably, as I said in between the 2 episodes, that's probably a product of him having some struggles in his personal life in the past. Family issues. Nothing on the degree of what Yuki went through, but family issues nonetheless. And so even though he doesn't completely understand, you can say he gets it. So, I guess that really brings us up to date. That's really all. I think the thing with Kyo and Toru, I think that was the main thing. That was the main thing that play. That we went through that play. That was the whole thing. I think that it was building up toward, was Toru actually admitting to herself that she had those kinds of feelings for Kyo. So, with that out of the way, I can only imagine that this season 4 or the season 2 finale, episode 22, is going to take us to the Soma estate, where we're probably going to get our mind raped again. But I'm going to tough that out because I'm very curious. It's probably just going to leave us with a teaser. I do believe that somebody told me, didn't spoil anything, but basically said that I'm going to learn something more about Akito. So in order to learn more about Akito, we're going to have to go back to the Soma estate, which is good because I was just getting a little bit frustrated because that's really what I'm interested in. That's really what I want to know about. And I hope I get at least a little something, with 22 and 23 detracting, deviating from that completely. That doesn't leave us much time, but I feel confident that we're going to get a little bit of something along that line. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and head on over there. I'm going to head on over to the video. So from here, you're going to want to head over to Google Drive, which is going to be the link in the description, and we are going to finish out this series. And also, because this is the end of the season, and there's not going to be more Fruits Basket for a while, I'm also going to tie my outro. I'm going to tie the end onto the end of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and watch the video, watch the episodes, react to them, and then I'm going to come back here and give my final thoughts, rather than putting it in the next video, which we're probably not going to see until like middle of April. So. Anyways, that said, go ahead, take the link, head down there, and I'll see you there.